Hello everyone, my name is Venkatesh Nidumukala and today we're discussing our project Fake News Detection. So, coming to the introduction, in today's world, fake news is a big problem and today in our presentation, we'll look at why this issue is so important and what it means for society. And lately, fake news has become a big worry because false information is spreading so quickly that through social media and on online platforms in a very quick manner. So, why this topic particularly? So, fake news can influence public opinion and also it can shape political landscapes and even prompt violence. Understanding how to detect it is a vital for a healthy democracy. So, talking about why this topic and why it is important because fake news detection can enhance constitutional procedures, encourage a culture of honesty and transparency, and and it can assist people in making informed decisions by encouraging critical thinking and media literacy and also the fact checking. In the end, preserving the integrity of information and shielding of people and society from the negative impacts, fake news is heavily include and influential, okay? And the capacity to identify and prevent fake news is vital. So, what is fake news? Fake news is actually a false information that is presented as a real news, often to mislead people for various reasons. And also, it can include made up news, altered images or videos, and also fake social media posts, likes, comments, and everything. And fake news spreads through different channels like social media, blogs, and even traditional media. You know what a traditional media, right? So it can be used to shape public opinion, influence elections, or provoke violence. It can be hard to tell fake news from real news because it often looks and sounds like a legitimate news. That's why it's important to verify information through fact checking and critical thinking to avoid being misled. So, coming to its historical context, we're discussing in four parts, that is, ancient times. Disinformation were being used by ancient civilizations such as Egypt, Greek, Rome to shape public opinion and maintain power. So, the ancient Greeks used to fake news to spread rumors and disinformation about their enemies, while Romans used to justify their conquests. So, the Middle Ages, fake news was used to separate and spread rumors and disinformation about religious, political enemies during the Middle Ages. So the invention of printing press in 15th century allowed for mass production of fake news. This is one of the biggest mass production of fake news where it used the printing press to give a false information to everyone in that time. And also it was used to fuel religious conflicts and political upheavals. So the third thing is 20th century. Disinformation were used extensively during World War One and Two to shape public opinion and demoralize enemies. So the fourth one is digital age, which is a 2000 to our present, like 2024. The internet and social media has enabled the rapid spread of fake news, making it easier for individuals and groups to create and disseminate false information. So we'll discuss about the impacts on society regarding the fake news, okay? The fake news you know can have a trust in media, polarize communities, and influence elections. It impacts is far reaching and can have serious and very very serious consequences. Fake news can contribute a vital and a polarization of society as people become more entrenched in their beliefs and less willing to consider alternative perspectives. So they will not have any POVs. They don't have any point of views. They're just gonna read the news and just get influenced by themselves. That's it. And also, it can have economic consequences such as influencing financial markets, damaging business, and affecting consumer behavior. And also, fake news can contribute to social media addiction as people become more engaged in online discussion and less engaged in real life interactions. So, the digital ecosystem will be continued by my classmate Chandana.
Hello everyone. My name is Chandana. So let's continue with the digital ecosystem. So let's know how digital ecosystem involved in spreading the fake information. The internet is revolving around the way we consume the data. So it poses significant threat to dissemination of accurate information. Social media platforms Platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram are often used of spreading fake news due to the algorithm which application uses. Social media can differentiate the fake news by prioritizing sensational or provocative content, making more visible to the users. It can also create echo chambers where users are only exposed to information that confirms their existing beliefs, making more difficult to distinguish between the fact and fiction. Online advertising are used to spread fake news by creating online advertisements and also generating the revenue with the fake news websites. So let's see what are the case studies for the fake news information. So by examining the specific instances, we got to know how fake news information spreads and affects the public perception and behavior. So let's go through the case studies. So during 2016 US presidential election, fake news stories were widely spread on the social media. So some studies are suggesting that fake news stories were more widely shared than real news stories. This led to impact of fake news on the election outcome. Coming to the other case study, during 2019, fake news stories were spread around the world about the virus, leading to confusion among the public. So, the fact checking organization and health experts immediately reacted to this and worked on it to debunk these false claims. So let's talk about how algorithms are playing role in spreading the fake news information. So basically, algorithms prioritize the user engagement, often prompting to sensational or misleading content. Social media prioritize the content that is likely to generate user engagement, such as likes, comments, and shares. Fake news are often designed to sensational and attention grabbing, which leads to high engagement rates and increased visibility. Algorithms rely on engagement and popularity metrics rather than fast checking and verifying the accurate information. So basically, like that, algorithms recommend fake news based on interest and engagement patterns, which lead to spread of fake news. So let's see what are the detection challenges which we are facing now. Here are some of the challenges. Detecting fake news is challenging because of the volume of the data and emotional appeal of misleading content. It is difficult to identify fake news because as they often mimic the appearance and tone of legitimate news resources. Detecting fake news in real time is challenging as it requires analyzing large amount of data quickly and accurately. It is essential to improve explainability of fake news detection models so that users can understand why particular story has been flagged as fake. So let's go to the architecture and system flow and let's understand each step by step. So, detecting fake news includes various components and interactions. So, let's go one by one. So, data ingestion collects and process large amounts of data from various sources, like including news articles, social media posts, and user reports. Next, coming to the next step is pre-processing. Cleans and process the data, including tokenization, stemming, and lemmatization. Next, going to the next step is feature extraction. Extract relevant features from the pre-processed data, such as sentiment analysis, named entity recognition, and topic modeling. Next, going to the next step is model training. Trains machine learning models using the extractive feature to detect the fake news. So this is a picture of the architecture and the system flow of the fake news detection. And next it goes to the model evaluation. evaluates the performance of the trained models using matrices such as accuracy, precision, and recall. And it's good to the deployment process. It deploys the trained models in the production environment such as web application or API. And when it's got to the user interface, which provides the user friendly interface for the users to report suspicious news articles and receive feedbacks through this user interface. So let's coming to the modules which are included in this fake news detection. So here are some of the lists which we have figured out. So text analysis model analyzes the text of news articles and extracts features such as sentiment, entities, and topics. Image analysis modules. So it analyzes the images data such as news articles to detect fake news or manipulated images. And let's come into the social media analysis module. Analyzes social media posts and user behavior to detect fake news. Next goes to the fast checking module. Verifies the accuracy of news article using fast checking databases and APIs. Machine learning module trains and deploys machine learning models to detect fake news. So let's see what are the technologies used for detecting the fake news. And here are some technologies which we have listed out. Let's see one by one. So uh, coming to the natural language processing, these techniques are used such as tokenization, stemming, and lemmatization to process and analyze the text data. And we also use the machine learning algorithms. So we use specific algorithms such as supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and deep learning to train the models and to detect the fake news. And we use the computer vision techniques such as image processing and object detection to analyze the images associated with the articles or the fake news. And data storage. Databases such as relational database or NoSQL databases are used to store the images of large amount of the data. So let's coming to the manual fact checking. Here are some ways to check the accuracy of the information. So fact checkers plays a very important role in the information. So one need to collaborate with the journalists and tech companies, which is essential for effective detection. For academic or research information, uh, we need to discuss with a peer-reviewed and published in a reputable journal. So by using the multiple search engines also, we can see if the information is accuracy or consistent or not. And we can also verify the information with the experts in the field to ensure whether the information is accurate and reliable. So let's see how media literacy is important in detection of fake news. So media literacy helps individuals to critically evaluate the information. Media literacy provides individuals with a deeper understanding of the context which information is presented, including the cultural, social, cultural, and historical context. So, media literacy helps individuals to develop healthy media consumption habits, being cautious of information that seems to be good or bad to be in a true way. So, next slides will be continue. Abhinav will continue the flow. You can take over, Abhinav.
Strategies for individuals for identifying and avoiding fake news. People must become vigilant in their consumption of news by verifying sources, cross checking information, and remaining cautious of emotionally charged or sensational language. By evaluating the language and tone of a piece, individuals can detect potential signs of fake news, fostering a proactive approach to media consumption. These strategies serve as practical tools that empower people to be active participants in resisting the spread of misinformation. Social media platforms' role is very crucial as these platforms are adapting to address the rise of fake news. They are implementing the algorithm changes to reduce the visibility of misinformation and partnering with fact checking organizations to verify content accuracy. Additionally, they are utilizing AI tools that help identify patterns indicative of fake news. This slide illustrates the responsibility social media platforms have in the fight against fake news, as their vast reach gives them power to influence public opinion significantly. Coming to legal and ethical considerations, as they are surrounded by fake news, exploring the complexities of balancing truth and freedom of expression. Fake news can lead to defamation and copyright issues by damaging reputations and violating intellectual property rights. Additionally, the ethical question of prioritizing accuracy versus allowing free expression is highlighted. The challenge the platforms and the regulators face in creating policies that uphold the truth without compromising individual rights. Coming to global perspective, the presentation broadens to discuss how fake news is a global challenge that requires international cooperation. The initiatives by organizations like the United Nations and International Fact Checking Network aim to establish international standards for addressing misinformation. This underscores the combating fake news is not a task for one nation or organization alone, but requires coordinated global efforts to establish best practices and create an interconnected framework to curb misinformation. The recent developments highlights the recent advancements in technology and policy aimed at improving new fake news detection. The innovations in machine learning and natural language processing are enhancing detection capabilities, while regulatory bodies are updating policies to combat misinformation more effectively. Whereas community efforts are also emphasized as crucial in creating awareness and engaging citizens in responsible media consumption. This way, the evolving landscape of fake news detection and combined effects of technology, policy, and community action. The future of fake news detection is on focusing on how emerging technologies and collaborative efforts can shape the future. The advances in AI and machine learning will likely play an increasingly central role in detecting fake news, while cross industry partnerships will support the creation of standards and tools that adapt to new forms of misinformation. This suggests that the future lies in adaptability as fake news tactics evolve and highlights the ongoing need for innovative, flexible solutions. Finally, the community involvement stresses the importance of public engagement in combating the fake news. This encourages community driven initiatives such as crowdsourced fact checking and volunteer fact checking networks to allow the citizens to actively participate in verification processes. Raising awareness through local initiatives and media literacy programs empowers individuals to critically evaluate news, fostering a culture of truthfulness and resilience against misinformation. As the technical solutions are essential, fostering a media literate, informed, and engaged society is equally crucial in creating a sustainable approach to fake news detection and prevention. And in wrapping up, I want to highlight the content of this presentation is grounded in the extensive research as shown in our references. where these represent the efforts of the experts and researchers dedicated to understanding and addressing the challenges of fake news, providing a strong foundation for our discussion. Thank you.